Judea Hartley here, TGIF. Happy Friday. Once again, welcome back to the one and only AM show. And you guys, if you are just now tuning in, you have been missing all the fun, but you know we got you covered with some more. We have been having an incredible Fashionista Friday with our two beautiful guests. We just want to send a special shout out to Stephanie Burchell. Thank you so much, girl, for coming on the show and just giving us all of your fashion and freelancer knowledge. Well, you guys, if I could have a drum roll, please, because as we promised at the top of the show, we have another flat out fantastic guest. She is in the fashion industry as well, owning and demanding her own business, just really colliding corporate America with beauty, showing up as our authentic selves, even in the way that we dress. Would you please show an AM welcome to my good friend, Miss Jessica Exantus? Yes, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I am super stoked that you have joined us today, you guys. And of course, I have her bio. Y'all know we're going to do the right thing in regards to that. But can I just get into how gorgeous, and I meant that. Y'all, we got to do some shoe cam. Do y'all see this? Get into how gorgeous Jessica looks today, you guys. If we could get a close-up on how she, there you go. There you go, baby. Do that thing in slow motion. I love it. You look so, absolutely, Jessica. You look so beautiful. But a little bit about Jessica Exantus, you guys, a little formally. So Jessica Exantus is a senior development manager at the New Museum. She is also the founder of luxury business wear brand Corp Couture. Love it. And personalized notary services, Notary to You. Jessica is a leader of strategic partnerships and institutional fundraising by profession and a fashion business entrepreneur by passion. She is passionate about the empowerment of women and serving the community. Her core mission is to make a positive impact in the fashion industry, inspiring women alike to dress for success, honey. Jessica is always committed to promoting education around financial literacy, driving the advancement of wealth management among women and minority-owned small businesses. Jessica is currently pursuing her master's degree in business administration at Zicklin School of Business in Manhattan, New York. One more time, AM family, show your love for my girl, Miss Jessica Exantus. So, girl, I just gotta say first, you know that we're gonna dive into this conversation as this time gets rolling. I gotta say that I am so honored that you agreed to come on the show.
Of course.
You guys, Jessica and I, a little bit of backstory for y'all. Jessica and I actually met, no, not at a fashion event. We met at the nail salon. And we really just connected in terms of empowering and inspiring all women, especially, if I'm honest, let's be frank, women that look like us. And we talked about your business, Corp Couture, and your objective, the trajectory that you have for that business, how you're merging that with corporate America, and just so much more. And I'm really a stickler for keeping great relationships. So I'm so happy that I have found a new one.
Likewise.
I'm so happy I found a new one. So let's get into the meat of this sandwich. Tell our viewers what inspired you to get into the fashion industry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So ever since I've been young, I have always had a passion for fashion. It is literally within the core of me. I grew up, even as a baby, as a toddler, you know, trying on my mom's heels and the bag and all that. So really just honing in on that passion inside of me is what I've been doing. So, I mean, throughout my career, I've been led through many different paths, even with school, you know, with the healthcare field. And then I pivoted into finance. But when your passion is calling you, you have to pick up the phone and answer it.
Absolutely.
So I know that it's time to continue to pursue my passion in fashion because I have a mission to really empower women to be their most authentic selves and really learn how to use their capability of being an art of a woman to become the inner fashionista that they are. You know, and that is part of my mission, even with Corp Couture. we are at the cornerstone of where business meets glamour.
Ooh, I love that girl. Wait a minute. So, I love it. She told me this when we first met and I fell in love. Tell everybody, let's just reverse this card just about a half a mile. Tell everybody, how did you get the name Corp Couture? How did you get the name? What does that mean, Jess?
Well, I'll tell you, Corp Couture started as a vision from God. And I literally was in the planning stages of my senior thesis, believe it or not. And I had to figure out how could I combine business and also fashion, two of my passions. So it just came to me, Corp Couture, and that has just been the foundation of my brand and how I can really inspire women to be able to reach inside of themselves, pull out their inner confidence, pull out their inner fashionista, and make their dreams become a reality. You know, I'm a strong believer in when you look good, you feel good, and you do good. And that's what I am inspiring women to do every day by being, you know, looking their best and feeling their best and conquering their workplace. You know?
How do we that's good. Oh, I feel like I could talk to you all day. No, Jess, you were speaking and I'm like, oh yeah, girl. I'm getting into it because I truly do believe that when you do look good, Jess, that changes your mood.
It changes your mindset.
It does, and your mindset, and then essentially your behavior. And then it creates impact and you start to serve as an agent of change in every area that you show up in. So let me go back to my question. How do you empower women in the workplace? What do you think the first step is? How do we show up to work powerful?
You know, when you show up to work, first of all, you have to really focus on your mindset. And no matter how you're feeling, you leave everything at the door and you walk in there and you own it. You own your day, you own your moment, you own who you are, you own your responsibilities, and you kill it. You know, not every day you're gonna start off high or may end off high, but you know what? You persevered and you keep going. I think even in my career alone, the power of resilience has been so important and has led me throughout my entire career. Even, you know, I have a background in finance and client relationship management, but I pivoted recently into the nonprofit space. You know, as Denzel Washington had put so eloquently, you know, aspire not only to make a living, but to make a difference. So putting in your mind, how can you make a difference every single day, and where I am now in the nonprofit space can allow me to do that even further. So that is how I think, you know, women can really push forward in their lives.
I love that. So now this beautiful boutique that I really do believe in, right? Whose website will be live very soon.
Yes,
I really
it will.
Believe in this. So Jess, you design and create these images, these pictures, the suits. You create these designs.
Absolutely.
You guys, let's get one of her designs. Oh, there you go. Y'all better pee on it. Yes, honey. Let's get these designs up on the screen. So Jess, okay, can we freeze it at this red one? I don't know if we can. The power suit. Jess, how did you create this? What was your inspiration behind this creation?
Honestly, each and every one of my pieces that I've curated, they're all visions and they all have a story and a meaning. Red is one of my favorite colors. So when I wear red, I feel very like empowered, like I'm ready to I could take on anything. That's
true.
Just
because girl, I feel like that too.
You know, it's something about the color red. And even paying it back to my roots as well. You know, my family is from Haiti. You know, the color red is a part of our flag. So really, when I designed this suit, it was like, okay, this is a suit when you are going to handle anything that you really need to conquer. This is it right here, and I just let it flow. I just let it flow.
See, let's get her next design up, you guys. This is the Olivia Pope suit. I call the red one the Olivia. Olivia Pope, honey, where you walk in that White House or wherever you want to walk in, and you know that you are just a fixer. It's going to be okay as soon as you walk in with that power suit. Now I'm loving like this deep green. Tell me about this one.
So this I was feeling very regal, inspired. So having like a green and a gold, I feel like there's something majestic about the color green.
Let's get it full screen, y'all. This is good. Go ahead.
So the fabric of that is like a shiny emerald green laced with this gold gold accents. You know, so when you wear this is like, just imagine yourself you know, really stepping outside of the box and feeling so beautiful and elegant. Again, different characteristics of what I feel like a corp couture woman is. You know, we are beautiful, we are You know, we're elegant, we are graceful, and this definitely is the epitome of that.
Absolutely. And as we get the next design up, Jess, this is what I see. I see you bringing beauty to corporate America, elegance to corporate America, femininity to corporate America. And I love that you're like really pushing the envelope, really challenging this almost stigma, this almost constant old played out narrative that women have to show up in navy blue and in black every day or only nude. I think honestly, when you were speaking, describing these designs, I'm like, I love that she's perpetuating this narrative of power and beauty and glamour and assertion, because they don't have to contradict. They can all work in tandem. They can be present simultaneously in your workplace. I want to know, why do you think women feel, before we get into this gorgeous tangerine situation, honey, why do you think women feel stifled in terms of expressing themselves?
You know, I think that a lot of times women, you know, we feel confined to really accommodate the needs of the social norms within society, you know. You know, we as women, we may be kind of timid and not wanting to step outside the box and not even wanting to feel confident to do so. So even wearing a suit such as this, you know, takes a lot of confidence to do that. So I really feel like sometimes it could just be like a lack of confidence. And that's where the corporate couture messaging will come and be like, you own this, you got this. Treat the office as your runway. Treat this, you know, treat the office place as your runway. You know, there's nothing like a beautiful woman stepping into the workplace in a bright, beautiful color and owning that space.
Oh, wait, I love that. Wait, so owning that space. I feel like another element that makes a woman beautiful is when she is kind as well. When she is kind, but watch this, Jess, at the same time, she knows her power.
Exactly.
She owns that power. We're confident, you know your power, and you can feel the energy when a woman is not trying to get validation from anybody. Oh, we're not challenging or being condescending to anybody else, but I'm also not seeking to get validation from you. I'm also not going to do that. And I think that mixed with kindness and relationships and awareness, and that orange, let's get that tangerine outfit up, honey, and that orange outfit, that is a recipe for success. So tell us your inspiration behind this piece.
Yes, again, I have done studies and research regarding pops of color among women, especially women that look like us.
Oh yeah.
You know, studies show that when we wear a bright and beautiful color, you know, we're more likely to get seen. So there is a science behind looking good. You know,
absolutely.
So, and that again takes part in this, you know, beautiful color. I want to see colors that you're not normally going to see. Back to that point on the workplace.
That's it.
That's very important. That is so in alignment with my branding. You know, we can go above and beyond the norm of just our black, blue, brown, navy suits. You know, let's push against that.
Absolutely.
You know, and that goes just to being the essence of a woman and a confident boss woman at that alone. Where you are out here and you are making these moves and you're making these strides, definitely having that look to accompany that mission.
And I love that. And I just honestly, I want to get into your look because I absolutely love this suit. I love how you paired it with that bold red lip. And no, just honestly, and I love that corp couture. It does stand for empowering women, you know, merging beauty with corporate America. But I feel like women feel oppressed not only with their fashion style, but even with their hairstyles. That's why I absolutely die for your hair today. I love that it's a natural, gorgeous twist out. Let's normalize these natural hairstyles as glamour. Let's normalize bold earrings and red lips, right, as being appropriate. We don't have to wait for a special event to show up like this. Let's normalize not explaining to people why we're so dressed up. You know what I mean? So I absolutely love the work that you're doing, empowering their souls. I think so many women feel oppressed in so many different areas. Of course, it's exterior, right, with their outfits. I think it's with their confidence, financially, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Women feel oppressed in a lot of areas. And I love that your business just really strives to catapult and elevate that mentality so that internal work can be shown on the outside. I'm curious, are you interested in like bringing your business to little girls? How can Corp Couture inspire? Because I know they're little girls, but they're our future queens. Absolutely. So how can Corp Couture inspire little girls?
Oh, that is such a great question. I'm so happy that you asked me that. Because I have so many long-term goals for my brand and to use my brand as a platform to service others. Because I feel that, you know, God has planted a gift inside of each and every one of us, and it is up to us to be able to see that gift and that vision into fruition. And one of them is being able to give back to my community, and that is by mentoring young women. Just so it's so crazy that you asked me that, because that is on one of my long-term goals for like a Corp Couture motivation, is to have conferences and classes for young women to learn how to navigate themselves, to feel confident and feel beautiful also in the workplace. Whereas, you know, you're defying the odds, whereas wearing your natural hair, you know, into the workplace is not so much accepted at times.
Absolutely.
But guess what? I want our women to feel, our young women as well, and young ladies to feel powerful, to love themselves, to love every part of themselves, including their natural hair. I know I struggled with that in the past. So the fact that I was able to push through that and say, you know what, I'm beautiful in all forms. And that's what I want to teach young girls. And in order to teach, you know, you have to be tested in order to have testimony, right? So that is definitely a way that I plan to give back to our younger girls and motivate them, you know, motivate them to really embrace their inner beauty and do that through fashion. So
I love that. Let me tell you something. I so see this for you. I so see this manifesting even a little bit before the year is out. With your etiquette classes, Jessica, with your conferences, with your retreats that you can incorporate in Corp Couture, with going into schools, right, and recruiting young girls and making presentations to young girls, giving back, giving care packages at the end of your retreats, right? Care packages with your information, with maybe a piece of material. I love that. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so wait a minute. I can talk all day because I love what Corp Couture stands for. We're gonna right now take a quick commercial break, but you guys don't go anywhere because we have part 2 with Jessica Exantus when we return. Darling, I live. Welcome back to the AM show. All right, folks, I am sitting here with the beautiful, talented, and lovely Miss Jessica Exantus, Exantus, I'm right.
You are right.
Who is the boss and CEO of her own organization entitled Corp Couture, where she merges, honey, beauty and fashion with corporate America, empowering women to show up in the workplace fashionable and to take their task by force. Everybody, please show your love again for my good friend Jessica.
Thank you.
So I was loving all of the messages, right? All of the empowering messages regarding little girls and women, and just really some of your gorgeous designs, you guys. If we can get some of those up, let those roll, because folks need to see the creation. Now, I have a question with these designs. So some of these gorgeous power suits, I love the orange, I love the green. Ooh, wait a minute, y'all.
Soft and dainty.
Wait a minute, y'all, let's pause it here and enlarge this. Not the red. Okay. Yes. Tell us about. Okay, let's pause it here. You're the best. Thank you. Tell us about this design because I want to get. I know you are the designer. You are the creator. Are you working with a manufacturer?
I am working with a manufacturer.
All right, I want to hear about that. Okay, tell us, paint this picture.
Yes, so for this one, this now shows the epitome of the range of fashion and beauty that Corp Couture can portray. So not only will you have your styles for the workplace, but also if you have an event, if you have a networking brunch, if you have a networking event and you want to stand out, this is it. So imagine a white blazer suit, very ladylike, covered in jewels and diamonds, and like, wow, who is that? Where did she get that from? And that is the epitome of the grace and elegance that Corp Couture does portray for women and will portray for women. I'm so excited to bring this piece to life. Honestly, one of my favorites. This is like a really special curated piece.
I love because this gives sexy and classy.
Yes.
And I'm just you in my mind. Let me tell you, I always wanted to do. I love photo shoots. That's just what I do.
Okay.
I love it. So I always wanted to do a shoot where I'm in y'all like this hot pink fuchsia suit and like a suit dress.
Yes.
Almost like what you have here.
Nice
like a blazer suit dress and just that because you want to give, you do want to be sexy. It's okay to be sexy and have that sex appeal, but you also want to be lady. Ooh, let's pause it. Wait a minute. This got my attention. You also want to be ladylike and classy. Okay, Jess, this is fly. Okay, explain the inspiration behind this gem.
Well, I'll tell you this, sometimes us as women and businesswomen, we want to come in all suited up, but we also want a little bit of comfortability. Or if it's like a Fashion Friday or you're, a little bit more of a calm work day, or even like a fashion show or a calm event, you have this denim suit. This is all denim. You have the nice sex appeal with the off the shoulder, and then the flare pant and the belted waist. Really, really lovely. So I wanted to bring the best of both worlds in this piece where you still are, dressed up in your suited attire, but the element of comfortability.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about what's the process like? We don't have to know details, but what is that process like? Because that's a lot of work. What is that process like from having the idea to executing that accurately on paper, to trying to recruit a manufacturer to bring your vision to life? What is that process like?
It is a very, very detailed process. I will say, I think for me, the most exciting part, the most detailed part and thoughtful part is really the designing and the vision. That is, I hone in on that so much because there's a special place where I am when these visions come to me and I envision them coming to life. So that is, the creative process is one of my most favorite parts of this. Now, as you know, I'm in the stage in the process of bringing these designs to life with production. So right now, even sourcing a manufacturer to bring these items to life, and it is a very detailed process. Finding the right manufacturer, finding someone that you trust, social media marketing, branding. There's so much education and knowledge that falls behind this. And that's one of the most important pieces as well, is the education piece, because with that you can break down any barrier. So learning each and every piece of this process. A lot of people just focus on the designing part of the process, but there's so much detail involved in this process. So that education by finding the right manufacturing company, trusting this company to produce these pieces and bring them to life, and learning all of the aspects of it, a tech pack, a graphic design artist, sampling. There's so many elements to this. So when you do decide to become a fashion designer, it is a commitment. It is a commitment to stepping outside of your box, outside of your comfort zone, and being persevering throughout the process, and just knowing, and honestly, touching on your resources and your networks and your contacts. I have had so much help along the way of this process. even fellow fashion designers, one that's very, very near and dear to me, Imani, who's at the nail salon.
Oh yes, hey girl, hey Imani.
Owner of the Madonna label, so shout out. But you know, and that's very important too, because she has been like a mentor to me in this process as well.
Wow. Yes. So we spoke to Stephanie about the import, because she's in the fashion industry as well. You guys are killing it. And we spoke about how important relationships are and how important tapping into those resources are. So what's one piece of advice? This is just the first piece, because we want you to really enlighten our folks. What's one piece of advice you can give someone who is looking for a manufacturer? Say they have a business and they just really, really need help. Where should they start looking?
You know, honestly, I would say, one, if you can really contact someone that you know that you are connected to in the fashion industry, because working with someone that you know someone has worked with before and that trust, definitely go that route. And then the education piece, again, finding someone that you know is experienced in this field that can put you in the right direction. Whether you have to hire someone, listen, we are not experts in every aspect of this category. So it's very, very important that you are open to learning and in real time, like I'm doing right now, learning this process and saying, hey, I trust you with my vision. I trust you with leading me in this direction. Help me, guide me. There are people out there that will guide you through the process that have done this before. And will say, hey, I know this manufacturer, you can go here. Honestly, it's about sourcing yourself and really finding those connections in the fashion field.
Do you think social media is a good
element for social media? 100%. Social media. Again, you know, when you look at social media and you look at other fashion designers in the field, you can reach out to them. You can start that conversation, and you will be surprised how many people are willing to share the knowledge that they have. I think that's very, very important. I've come across a lot of women within the past year alone that have just given me so much knowledge and little gems here and there on how I can go about doing this business. Even learning, hey, I'm not an expert in this field. I'm gonna have to hire help. I'm gonna have to, you know, tap on the experts in each category of this field to make it happen.
To make it happen.
Because that's what needs to happen.
I love that. How fulfilled are you now?
Oh, so fulfilled. When I tell you, again, when purpose comes knocking at your door and being aligned with your purpose, there's no greater reward. And I think that I have tried different avenues, but it has all led back to here. You know, I know that I have a greater mission with Corp Couture to use my platform, not just for empowering women for how they look and how they feel, but taking that beyond and connecting women all around to be able to come together and share the knowledge, a plethora of resources that they have, and continue to make strides, you know, in our communities.
Was there a time that you didn't believe you'd be here?
Oh, yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
I mean, last year, I would say, there was a time where I was reflecting, like, can I do this? Can I really do this? Is this really possible? And I had to just step out on faith, you know, and know that stay on Faith Street and know that when it's my time, it is my time. But I'm gonna stay ready. You know, I'm gonna stay ready. I'm not gonna get ready, but I'm gonna stay ready, because I know that because this is my purpose, it will happen.
Oh, I love that. It's like purpose. No, actually, it's prayer first. And then it's purpose.
Prayer changes
stepping
things.
Into that awareness. And then it's that preparation. And that is a recipe for success. I think a lot of times, so many times, we can pray for things. And then when those things come to us, we don't have the bandwidth or the knowledge to steward over them. And I love that you're stewarding over this blessing that you have. Who's your biggest inspiration?
Oh my gosh. I would say one of my biggest inspirations is my lovely aunt, Mommy Wilda. Shout out! The testimony of her life has always been defying the odds. She's, you know, she has overcome so many obstacles in her life, and has risen above. And to see how she has become so successful and raised a beautiful family, a lineage of children and grandchildren, and defeated all odds. So my biggest inspiration and learning how to be resilient and persevere and owning my confidence. If you see me today, it is truly because of her and my family thus far, I would say. And then on another level, you know, I have to really say Oprah has spoken to me in so many different ways with different messages that she has brought across. And and I said this I learned this from years ago, and I've always kept it in my mind, that you have to create the highest, grandest vision for your life.
Yeah.
Because you become what you believe.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know that I'm here today because I've set this vision for my life.
Yeah.
God has given me this vision, and now I'm putting it into fruition. So she's another major inspiration as well.
I love this. Where do you see Corp Couture in the next 10 years?
Oh.
Where can we find you, girl?
Yeah.
I mean, like, paint the vision for us.
I love it.
Where will you be in 2034?
Yes, you know, I envision Corp Couture, you know, taking over the fashion industry. I envision Corp Couture to have its own boutique, to have our own storefront, breaking pathways in the fashion industry, Fashion Week, where women all over the world, all over the US, to be able to wear my brand and feel so confident, you know, regardless of your skin color, regardless of your nationality, just know that you are beautiful.
I love it.
You know,
I love
you are worthy, you are special, you know, you are elegant, you are everything.
I love the messaging.
Thank you.
I love the creativity.
Thank you.
I love the inclusivity. How it's very inclusive to all women and to all girls. And I just want you to know from your newfound friend that I support you, that I genuinely believe in your vision, and I know that it is going to have range and reach and going to increase in visibility and definitely going to be influential and impactful because it's in the hands of the right people. Now, I know we have to let you go, but I always love to conclude the interview, one, by telling folks where they can find you, and two, I play this about 10-second to 15-second exercise where I start a sentence and I ask my guest to finish that sentence. But the catch is, you only have to finish it with one word. So I'll start and then you can end it with one word.
Okay.
Fashion means...
I can't summarize in one word. Conquering all odds.
Okay.
Conquering all odds.
Conquering all odds.
Yes.
Corp Couture is?
Corp Couture is elegance.
Luxury. Elegance, luxury. Creativity means to me?
To think outside the box and be unique. Own yourself and be unique.
Oh, I love it. Y'all heard it right here from Jessica E. You guys on the AM show. Tell folks where they can find and follow Corp Couture.
Absolutely. You can follow me on Instagram at The Corporate Nista, and also Corp Couture at Corp Couture.
There you go, you guys. You heard it here.
Yes.
Please stay tuned because this website, I can advocate for it. It is in the works and it is going to be such a work of art. One more time, let's show our love and put our hands together for Miss Jessica Exantus.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but don't you guys go anywhere because when we come back, we're going to close the AM show on this Good Friday. Stay tuned.
Thank
Excellent.
You.
Yes,
Thank you.